Turning now to Storm Watch 12 meteorologist Josh Colbert this morning and looking at our weather ahead. It looks like the radar is now working, seeing that blue pop up. So a pretty big system that we're kind of seeing making its way through our region right now.
Yeah, and this is dropping a lot of heavy snow up in the Cascades this morning, and this will continue throughout the rest of the morning. Starting to see some of those impacts on the east side now. A lot of this is pushed into Klamath County, and it is knocking on the door of Lake County. And this is the reason why we do have this winter weather advisory in place for elevations above 5,000 feet. This runs until 5 p.m. this evening. It goes for the Cascades and Siskiyous, as new snow accumulations could be anywhere between 6 to 10 inches. And then also we have this wind advisory. Now this is in place for the east side. This runs until 5 p.m. today as well. Some of those winds could gust all the way up to 50 miles per hour coming out of the southwest. So like I always say, whenever we have a wind advisory or a high wind warning, if you have any outdoor objects such as outdoor patio furniture that you are responsible for, be sure that you're bringing them in this morning, because maybe they won't be here by the end of Monday. So I'll show you what happens for the rest of the day on Stormcast, and you can see that by the time we get to lunchtime, just a little bit afterwards, that main band of rain and snow that we're dealing with this morning, that's mainly out of here, pushing out of Lake County. But then behind that, we could have some wraparound moisture, which is just a fancy way of saying we could have some leftover showers throughout the rest of the day. This will continue into dinner time. And I think as we get deeper and deeper into the day, I should say, I think that most of this will be left over on the west side as opposed to the east side. So we could have some lingering moisture into the midnight hour, but then we quickly dry out and clear up into your Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at some of those snow levels over the next few hours, and they're just sort of going to fluctuate today. No real big pattern, no real trend. It's just anywhere between 3,500 feet to 5,500 feet, with those greatest impacts being maximized in elevations above 5,500 feet. So let's take a look at some of those accumulations we can have throughout the rest of the day. And it's very obvious, if this were a competition, the clear winner would be Diamond Lake Junction, and Crater Lake could also receive anywhere between 8 to 12 inches of snow. Then a pretty dramatic drop off once you get below 5,000 feet. So today, those higher Cascade passes could be a little bit slick, a little bit snowy, like we saw in some of those ODOT cameras, but things will quickly improve as we head into tomorrow. So for today, it'll be a wet day, but primarily before lunchtime. Again, snow levels will be fluctuating anywhere between 3,500 to 5,500 feet. Very windy today, especially on the east side, of course, with those wind advisories. And then overnight, I think most of us on the east side and down into Siskiyou County will dry out, but then it's going to be the west side where we'll hold on to a little bit of that rain. But take a look at this. Dramatically different weather for Tuesday, warming back up near 70 degrees, more sunshine. And then Wednesday, my goodness, temperatures getting into the low 80s, but just as fast as temperatures ascend, they're going to drop off pretty quickly too, and that has to do with these storm systems towards the end of the week, which will bring us some cooler and wetter weather. So here's your 7-day forecast along the coast. You can see that we have some pretty decent conditions for Tuesday and Wednesday. And more of that wet weather will roll in by the time we get to Thursday. For Siskiyou County, today will be wet, and then Tuesday and Wednesday will be just antithetical to what we're going to see today. And then again, as we head into the later portions of this week, we'll start to see a return of that cooler and wetter pattern. And we're keeping a very close eye on Friday. Friday's not only looking to be the wettest day for this end of the week kind of train of systems that we're looking at, but also some of those winds could get pretty gusty too. So we're going to keep a very close eye on that. And then up in the mountains, again, we'll have more chances for rain and some snow, but I think that snowpack is really going to melt home Tuesday and Wednesday with those warmer temperatures and with some of that sunshine. And then for the Rogue Valley, yes, even though Wednesday will be very nice with temperatures getting into the low 80s, we do return to some cooler and wetter weather pretty quickly after that.
Okay, well, not bad news to start off the month of May. At least we are not falling into that hot pattern or 82 degrees for multiple days.
No, absolutely not. These are very encouraging rain chances, and it's an encouraging start to the new month.
Okay, well, we love to hear that. Thank you, Josh.
Of course.